Hello, my name is Preston Salazar. I'm going to be doing the 4 and 6 async video for Impromptu through Resurrection Christian School. And the topic that I have chosen out of the 4 is the truth is rarely pure and never simple by Philip K. Dick. When I was a kid, I used to think that the truth was simply as just saying how it was or how I saw it to be. This changed, however, for me significantly when two of my very best friends got in an argument over something that had happened. I saw how it actually was, that one of my friends was right and the other was wrong. They both wanted me to choose their side, and I knew that if I chose for one, it would cause for me to potentially lose the friendship in the other. And in the end, I chose to choose the one that was right, speaking the truth of how it was, even though it was not simple. Just as Philip K. Dick once said, that the truth is rarely pure. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. Today, this is seen very thoroughly through these two people, Jackie Robinson and Abraham Lincoln, and through the event of Chernobyl, when Jackie Robinson had to break the color barrier, exposing the truth of segregation in the United States, with Abraham Lincoln exposing the truth of unity being a necessity for the United States, and through the event of Chernobyl, and how the Soviet Union didn't expose the truth of what really happened, causing it to not to be simple, and caused for many different deaths and extra harms that shouldn't have happened come to be. Firstly, I want to talk about Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson grew up in a time where segregation was at an all-time high. This was anywhere from your work to school, and in this area in particular, the Major League Baseball Association. Jackie Robinson played in the Negro Leagues of the Major League Baseball of the MLB, and in 1947 was called up to the Brooklyn Dodgers by Branch Rickey. This was a very controversial thing, as many people liked that a black person was breaking the color barrier and may allow for other black people to come into the MLB. But other people hated it. Jackie Robinson received constant death threats, and pitchers were constantly throwing at his head and beating him because they didn't agree with him. This proved the fact that the truth was never simple, and that he had to expose the truth that segregation was something that shouldn't be there, and that all people should be able to play in the MLB. I now want to talk about Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, as we all know, was the 16th president of the United States. He fought for us he led us through the Civil War and exposed the idea that unity was a must and needed to come to be again, as the South and the North were split and were in all-out war. He showed that slavery as well was something that shouldn't happen and exposed that truth. And this was seen when he issued the Emancipation Proclamation. While the Emancipation Proclamation stopped slavery, it did not stop segregation. And it was just the start of exposing the real truth and showed that truth was not simple as it may seem on the outside. And that unity, as it exposed the truth, that it was also not as simple and it was very vague. Lastly, I want to talk about the event of Chernobyl. Chernobyl happened in modern-day Ukraine in 1986 when a power plant reactor exploded due to poor management issues and officers not going through their usual checklists, and this caused for the explosion to happen. Therefore, many different first responders responded to this accident and were exposed to severe amounts of radiation. This radiation caused them to experience severe harm, and thousands of people lost their lives. Around 300,000 people also were exposed to the radiation and got very sick, many of them dying. And the Soviet Union, instead of telling people that there was severe radiation and telling everyone the truth of what actually happened, they sought to themselves and decided not to for quite some time and allowed for there to be much more harm. And this shows us that truth is a necessity to happen and is a necessity to come up, and no matter what, because if not, you can have a lot of different harm that can come to be. Overall today, we talked about Abraham Lincoln, Jackie Robinson, and the Chernobyl event, and how all of them exposed different truths, and that just as Philip K. Dick once said, the truth is rarely pure and never simple. And as a friendly reminder to us today that we need to fight for what is true, and no matter the hardships that may come with it, and as we all know, it will not be simple, but we need to fight for what we believe in and know that the truth will come out in the end. Thank you.